I dropped out of school for 3 years and I just thought I was really dumb.
I dropped out of high school because I got too far behind and it was too far to catch up.
No one cared if I cared, you know, that kind of made me feel like, what's the point?
I got lupus in 2009, and from then I had to leave regular high school.
I had a lot of family issues at home that I felt trumped school, like dealing with evictions and domestic violence in the home and other things like that.
I've had my share of drugs. It was bad. It was another reason why I didn't go to school, or I didn't really care, because I was just having fun doing drugs and drinking and stuff.
I dropped out, direction was lost. I couldn't conform to live my life in a little box. So here I stand, the rebel that I am. Got a grill in front of me with a spatula in my right hand. Flipping burgers when I know a greater purpose exists. Yeah, it lives just right beneath the surface of where it's at. I'm almost up to bat. There's a lot that I have, but a few things that I lack. Yo, yes I can, even though they said I can't. I got empowered to succeed just in a different way. Maybe a little late, either way it's still the same. Say what you wanna say, success is in my DNA. Yes I can, even though they
It's hard to focus on school, like regular high school, and take it important when you got some serious stuff going on at home, you know. And
I felt that my mom was crushed when I told her that I'm gonna drop out, and I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I need to, you know, kind of face my own personal habitual demons, I guess. Those included, like, you know, smoking pot or whatever before class, or not going because I was too lazy and I was drinking or something, you know, intoxicants.
There's a lot of drama, like, okay, who's going out with who? Oh my God, I cannot believe she's going out with him or whatever.
I actually didn't think that I would finish school. I didn't think that I would go on and get my GED. I thought I was just too sick to do anything.
in high school I was very lazy. That was probably one of my biggest issues, was that I would rather do other stuff than do homework.
I mean, I was kind of a clown, but a little rowdy too.
I got sidetracked a lot, and I had really bad test anxiety. I was bad at math, so I really never went to math class. And I made some friends, and then, well, I thought they were my friends. And they was like, hey, you wanna just leave and let's go get drunk or something? And I was like, yeah, this is kind of boring, let's just go.
They have homelessness that they're dealing with. They might be, dealing with alcohol and drug addictions. And they've just fallen out of love with being in school.
Could be that peer pressure. They don't feel safe in school. They rather go hang out with their friends or not get up in the morning. We get a wide range.
For the 3 years that I wasn't in school, I kind of just slacked off and didn't really do anything at all. I felt really crappy, felt lonely, and I felt like I was missing something. And it took me a while to realize what I was missing, and which was school.
Yeah, making minimum wage at McDonald's was not fun, to say the least. I decided to get back into school because I hated working at McDonald's. Smelling like McDonald's all day ain't fun.
This isn't the road that I want to go down. I don't want to just be some drug addict or some dropout. I need to do something with my life. I decided to get my GED when I realized that I couldn't get a good paying job.
And that was basically all the jobs I was able to get were dishwashing jobs and bottom of the barrel jobs that really didn't pay very well. I'm living on the streets. I have to just beg for everything I have. You can't make it, you have no money, I have no car. I was miserable. I didn't like where I was in my life, and I didn't know what I wanted to be. I didn't have any dreams or aspirations. You get to the point where you just start hating yourself and the position that you're in, and you know that what's going on right now is not working. Life is just too stressful. I need to make some money, and I came to the point that I was like, what do I do? Where do I go?
Yo, I like an education, I like the motivation to deal with school. I dropped out due to lack of patience, but please believe I gotta succeed, cause if there's one thing I know is there ain't nothing for free. And I ain't trying to live broke, man, that just ain't for me. There's a whole world out there that I'm still yet to see, so I'm done with the streets, time for PCC. Gonna take step one and get my GED. Yes I can, even though they said I can't. I got empowered to succeed just in a different way. way, maybe a little late. Either way, it's still the same. Say what you wanna say, success is in my DNA. Yes, I can, even though they say.
Always when you ask them, you know, what is one thing you could go back and change about the decisions you've made? And almost every single one of them will tell you it's dropping out of high school.
I can't survive like this. This isn't gonna work for me. And the way I can get a better job is if I go to school and get a career.
My biggest motivation to go back to school was when I would see someone who's successful and they're doing what I want to do. I didn't want to be a nobody. I wanted to make a difference.
I was determined to go to school and get my GED because I know later on in the future that it will open a lot of doors for me.
The YES program gives students a clean slate. When a student comes here and they haven't been successful in high school, they've dropped out, they're behind in credits, I don't look at any of that. I give my students a complete second shot.
The YES program, the people seem to generally care. And it was a smaller, compact classes. You know, we had one teacher to, 15 students, I'd say. And, it was really good because it helped you one-on-one when you needed it, gave you information, kept pushing you even when you didn't want to be pushed.
This works because they have, I think, a stronger relationship with a few key people.
You know what a pair of binoculars do? You guys seen on binoculars? What do they magnify things? 5 times.
I learned more, and it's all in a good environment. Helped me kind of map out my future, find out what I really wanted to get done and how I wanted to get it done in the most efficient way.
Okay, so you guys all believe that now?
When I was doing the math part, I was ready to give up because it was really hard. I wasn't understanding it. I wasn't getting the formula down. I couldn't remember half of what I go home and then I couldn't remember, like, okay, how did I do this, Between Tracy and Derek, I really started understanding it. But then when I wasn't understanding, it was really hard, and I used to just go home, and I was just so depressed all day. It was like, oh my gosh, if I can just get done with this math test. So I just kept doing it. I said, you know what? I'm just going to keep doing this, because I'm going to get it. I'm just going to get it. I'm going to keep telling myself I'm going to get this. When I found out I passed, oh my God, I cried so hard. I was so happy. I came and I hugged Tracy, and I hugged Derek, and I hugged my mom. Everybody was proud of me, and I felt really good about myself.
If it wasn't for the YES program, I probably wouldn't have a career right now, and I'd probably be living at home still, just working a minimum wage job, barely getting by. When I got enrolled in the GED, I didn't have any intention on going to college at that point until Tracy motivated me to go and helped me choose something I wanted to do. I picked the medical assisting program because when I was a child growing up, I always wanted to be in the medical field. I graduated on a Friday in June, and the following Monday I started work, and I work for Providence Medical Group North Portland. And what I do here is I take patients' vital signs, draw blood, give injections. Also we do EKGs, ear lavage. I like the diversity here. We deal with a lot of low-income people, and it's a lot of work here. I love my job, and I learn lots of new stuff every day.
We're focused on, trying to help a student figure out what would they love to do down the road? What would be their ultimate career goal? Having at least the GED opens a huge array of options for them, and, freedom to explore anything and try to figure out what they want to do.
One of the things is, what are your dreams? What do you want to do? What are your aspirations? Because you can't be a happy person if you're doing something that you hate.
I found out what I love to do, and I love to write, and then I realized that I wanted to be a journalist.
Kids do find their own best selves in this program. I think they are really able to see who they are inside, what they can accomplish, what they can do, who they can be. And they stare at that person, and then they have to decide once they leave our program, do they want to continue to be that person?
I actually haven't said this about myself, but I'm actually kind of proud of myself that I actually got my GED, and I am doing normal college classes right now, so I feel that I'm actually doing better than I thought I would. This is my picture. I graduated in June 2009, and I was really excited that I got my GED.
They definitely leave more confident, more motivated, more focused, and they are definitely ready to move on to bigger and better things.
I don't think I would have the same confidence if I would have went through high school because for one, I wouldn't have finished on time.
100% of them feel better about themselves when they leave. 100%.
I would have to say my self-esteem and self-image is much higher than it used to be. I feel more like I can do it. Like I have that I can do it kind of attitude, you know?
I definitely feel more mature because I actually accomplished something in my life.
It made me grow up. It made me, it took me from still being a teenager to actually growing up and realizing what it means to be an adult and what it means to be a man.
I feel that the people in the YES program instilled a lot of hope in me. And it made me feel better about myself and it made me want to come to school.
If you don't have a good education in this life, it's really hard for you to get by. It's hard to get many jobs. Many jobs do require a GED. So the only thing you're going to be able to do is work at a low-income job and not really move up.
What's next is go to college. I've already signed up for some of my classes.
I've learned that I can do anything if I put my mind to it.
If I had never got my GED, I would be miserable. I would not even be close to where I'm at right now. I wouldn't have had half the experiences in my life in the last couple of years since getting my GED that I've had.
Their relationship with school and with education is transformed. Even if I can't get everybody a GED, even if something's going on in their lives that we have to take a time out, that they have a different relationship with education.
People doubt and wanna judge me cause I dropped out. But imagine the surprise and right in front of their eyes I walk across the stage, shake his hand, thank you, that's mine. About time is better than never. It's only up to you to get your ish together. So get your ash and gear, you can't wait another year cause we only getting older. Ain't no turning back from here, take the wheel and steer. The coast is clear, take control of your life and don't succumb to fear. Time keeps ticking, yeah the end is near. So start today and build a legacy for when you ain't here. Yes I can.
You know, I couldn't even put it into words, honestly, the feeling that I got from her about me accomplishing it. So she was definitely happy to see that diploma or that little certificate. She's actually got it on a frame on a stand in our living room.
My mom is jumping for joy and she is so proud of me and she always told me I can do it.
They said they're gonna all be there. They're very proud. They tell me it all the time.
Yes I can, even though they said I can't. I got empowered to succeed just in a different way. Maybe a little late, either way it's still the same. Say what you wanna say, success is in my DNA. Yeah, and it's in yours too. All you gotta do is look inside yourself and see what you find. No matter what anybody says, no matter who doubts you, just keep your head up. Know that you're worth more than what anybody says. Only you control your own destiny. Yes I can, even though they said I can't. I got empowered to succeed just in a different way. Maybe a little late, either way it's still the same. Say what you wanna say, success is in my DNA. Yes I can, even though they said I can't. I got empowered to succeed just in a different way. Maybe a little late, either way it's still the same. Say what you wanna say, success is in my DNA.